Fast forward.
Well, good night, everyone. Geez, Imogen, you gave me a stroke tonight. I didn't know if you were going to get here or what at the time. Right at the bell, as usual. Looking fantastic, as usual.
Thank you.
Welcome, everyone, to Cape Bretoner Originals Friday Night Trivia Show. As usual, every week we have a different theme. I'm going to start this one off tonight for all the people out there that are full of hate.
Bandits.
Ooh,
Our
I
first
like where this is
is
going.
Benjamin, and his favorite bandit is Ethan Bach.
For all you that feel like you're about to judge, I've got one judge I worry about, and he's upstairs. Anyhow, how's your week been, Imogen? I can't wait for our plastic surgery show tonight.
I know, right? This is gonna be fun. I found some wild stuff. I am fascinated by plastic surgery. I always have been. When the time comes, I may get a little weird with it myself. I may decide to do some insane things. I've had some interesting conversations with surgeons and learned some wild things like that. For example, I had a consultation with a plastic surgeon where I asked about getting 6 breast implants down my abdomen so that when I lie on my belly, I would look like a caterpillar walking, or on my side, I'd look like a nursing pig. I wanted to get a couple, 1 or 2, maybe even 3 on my back because, slow dancing, right? Apparently no one in Canada will do that.
I wonder why.
Some ethics thing. It would be an ethics violation. I'm not sure. They did recommend Florida or Mexico.
Wow.
Now, I don't know if that's just a pot shot at Florida or Mexico or if that's a legit thing, but I do know that there was a woman in the US who did get the Total Recall 3rd boob put in. She was also an exotic dancer. So, it really helped her career that way. But
but 3rd boobs?
Total Recall, man. That girl was legend.
It's a boob for everyone.
Right? If you only know 3 people, yes. If you're part of a throuple, then everyone's got something to hold on to. It's a lot of... Anyhow, I digress.
Hilarious. All right, so thank you. Hello, Tamara. You started us off last week. Brandon looks busy over there. If you're not busy, Brandon, hit us up tonight. Start us off.
Okay. Move my mic over here so they can't hear me. All right. So here we go. First question. Reconstructive surgery aims to do what? What does it do?
What does what?
Reconstructive surgery.
It changes your look.
Rebuilds? Reconstructs?
Yeah.
Let's go straight to the dictionary for this. Reconstruct.
Yeah. Transformer.
There we go. I like that.
Yeah. So
right?
Is that your official answer?
Brandon breaks our brain on the first question. Nice job.
I know that's what I'm here for.
I feel like it's got to be a trick question.
It
is.
Seem, yeah.
It is.
So Shelly says, hi, Shelly, fix. And then Tamara says, change appearance. Hey. Yeah. All right, Brandon, before you make our brains bleed, what is the answer to that?
Reconstruct a part of the body or improve its functioning.
So reconstruct.
The question was more interesting than the answer, I won't lie. Margie says, after a mastectomy, you can have a boob transplant. Well, slow down the mastectomy there, Mark. Nobody's looking for that either. All right, Imogen, what do you got for us?
All right. Well, Going down the road of the whole boob thing, because I am a boob man myself. I have.
Hello, Trevor. It's we haven't seen you here before on Friday Night Trivia Plastic Surgery.
Frankie sent me a link. How's it going?
Good. That Frankie's quite the shock and stinker. Surprise!
Yeah, he just sent it to everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Get your plastic surgery trivia questions up and listen to Imogen's question and answer.
Okay.
So I'm a boob man. I love them. I think they're just the most wonderful thing in the world. So going down the rabbit hole naturally, was the first thing I looked up. So in what year was the first breast augmentation performed? Was it 1804, 1845, 1867, or 1887?
Oh my God, there's too many 18s in there. You lost me at the second 18. 18
C or D?
Yes, D.
I don't know. 1887.
Yeah, I'll go 1887.
We got two for 1887. All right.
I'm
Anyone
doing
watching?
great. Hey, Trevor, you're the host of Trevor's Happy Hour podcast.
Hey, Frankie.
Yes,
Frankie's here. Okay. I'll repeat the question and
Go ahead.
I'll repeat the question so Frankie can take a swing at it as well. In what year was the first breast augmentation performed? 1804, 1845, 1867, or 1887?
Trevor is the first person from the United States on your podcast.
Well, welcome to the Cape Bretoner, Canada part of the podcast. We are
Say-
crazy here.
Hey, Frankie, sing the national anthem.
Do it, Frankie.
Oh, Canada,
No.
our home and native land, true patriot love, how long our stars come in. How those are going on yours, how they're going to see. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. The border deep.
Woo, Frankie.
Yeah, that was great. Okay, get him to do something else, Trevor. What else do you have in mind for Frankie tonight?
Oh, no, Frankie knows what I'm going to say. Sing Peaches. Okay.
Moving
No.
to the country, gonna get a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna get a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Peaches go crooked. You put that private factor downtown. Millies of peaches,
All right.
delivery. Millies of peaches,
Frankie.
delivery. Let's go.
There's Frankie.
That's terrible. Yeah. See, I need to know these things. I need to be able to talk to Frankie where he can entertain us all like that. That's pretty cool, Frankie. I don't know what we were talking about the last time when you laughed so hard. We started crying, all of us. It was awesome.
Frankie, who do you love? Kimberly?
Kimberly's
Hello,
doing
Kim-
great so far. Snyder, Savannah.
Yeah.
They're on
And who
Trevor's
else?
Happy Hour for a long time.
Were they?
That's right.
Okay.
Kimberly, Savannah, who else? Everett Zombie?
Dragon Lady.
Right. Okay, these guys want to get back to trivia. Frankie, let her do the trivia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Frankie,
trivia.
Frankie, do you want to take a guess at the question? I'll read it again.
What year? And what year was the U.S. Highway 101 built?
1902.
1903.
1905.
We're all in the way back machine here.
Did we get it?
1901. 19101. One.
1940. Anybody
Frankie.
get it? No?
No, Frankie. Go ahead.
What?
Tell us.
Answer.
That means what year was the Interstate 15 built?
Oh God, what
Give
a
up.
After the 101.
during COVID.
That's a long time ago.
We're still working on
That's a
it.
long time.
Construction happening, so it's not done.
Yeah.
Brandon, what's 101? What time? What 15? When was the 15 freeway developed?
Oh, 15th freeway. I'm gonna wing it. Go in 1920.
Frankie, what's the
It's
answer?
still under construction.
Oh,
They're back a long time. And did you hear about this? What year was the Interstate 5 in Washington State built?
Oh my God, you're on road construction today.
Yeah.
Frankie.
Geez,
Frankie, come up.
19
And did you hear about this? What year was the I-95 built?
I don't know. Frankie. Who's the best
Trevor.
guy on Trevor's Happy Hour? Zombie Wolf?
It's Trevor and Zombie and Irving.
Okay, what about these guys' show? What's the best guy on these guys' show? I pick.
And
I
Patrick
think
Black
it's
is the guy in Base Guy Show. There's a guy named Pat. He lives in Montreal. He's with Base Guy Show.
no, it's Imogen.
Oh, see, Imogen's always the favorite. That's all right. I can take
Yeah,
it.
Riley and Madeline love Imogen.
Oh yeah, they do.
They love her.
Pretty.
What about
yeah.
Kim?
All of Frankie's
What about
fans
Kimberly?
most have spoken.
And did you hear about this? What about the other? And did you hear about this? What about the few other guys on Trevor's Happy Hour, like Dragon Lady, things like this?
Yeah,
And
how about
Christian.
ham radio? Yeah, talk about ham radio. Tell us about them.
I'm on Ham Radio every Wednesday nights at 9:30 p.m. Atlantic, 8:30 Eastern, 5 to 5:30 Pacific.
I prefer down air radio.
Hey, Frankie, how many hot dogs can you eat at once?
Roll it into a
I
nice.
sometimes I eat 3 hot dogs at once today.
See, all of them.
Awesome. All right.
And keep
So-
going. We're loving this.
I have a trivia question. What TV
Okay.
show from the 1970s featured the Korean War?
That was an old TV show.
Called what?
So it's the movie Pacific Rim.
You're close. No, it starts with an M.
So
It's what
So
you do
Pacific.
to what you do to your potatoes.
I ate the potatoes and things like this. It looks great. I saw the movie So Pacific from the 70s. I saw Carousel. I saw Field of Dreams. And I saw North by Northwest and things like this.
Frankie, what do you do when you squish your potatoes and eat it? What do you do to the potato?
I use a fork to squish the potato.
You mash the potato. It's called mash.
Mashed potatoes.
It's called the TV show's mash. Oh, sorry.
I love it.
Kim Boston here and my friend Jen.
Oh, those are pretty good questions. I like that, Trevor. He stumped you, Frankie.
Yeah.
Frankie's got trivia that's one-ended. He asks it and you figure it out. All right, Trevor. Ask him again.
On the video board, is one of the
What else can you ask Frankie that he's going to respond well to?
Frankie, when you're in the hospital, what do you do
Trevor,
when you go to the bathroom?
get well soon.
Who do you call?
You have to
Who
ask
do you
the
call
nurse.
when you're... Yes, you got to.
They
You
have
call
to
the nurse.
call the nurse.
Yeah, when you go to the bathroom. There you go. That's a question. Somebody else ask one.
All right. Let's see. Go ahead, Imogen.
You know what? I have my trivia question queued up here. We haven't given the answer yet. We've got a few different answers going. Everyone seems unanimous on D, but I'm going to repeat the question for Frankie. Frankie, in what year was the first breast augmentation performed? Was it 1804, 1845, 1867 or 1887? A, B, C, or D?
1867.
You're saying 1867? Excellent. So far, we have 3 for 1887 and 1 for 1867. Viewers at home, what do you have to say? A, B, C, or D?
Which
What?
year?
Going down boob history. All right, well, the correct answer is actually 1887. The first breast augmentation was done after the patient had to have a portion of one breast removed, and they were balanced out by taking tissue from the other one to fill it in and make things a little bit more even. First breast augmentation, 1887. From there, it turned into an absolute horror show with experiments using different materials. And eventually in the 60s, silicone was first used.
Wow.
Right from the 60s.
I
know,
know
that's
that long. I thought it only came out in the 80s. That's surprising. I like how the trivia.
No.
Education. Who would have known? Hey. All right.
Yeah.
Is that
I like
everything?
history and I like boobs.
Right? Right? Who doesn't like a good boob? Or two or
Right?
more? Okay.
For the record, my eyes are down here. That's right. Look me in the eyes. I see you.
Frankie, what do you think? Hey, Frankie, what do you think? What would Al Graham say?
Al Graham he does his own thing.
I know. What does he say? What is he like on women, Frankie?
He's a nice one.
I know. He likes nice ones. That's right.
Yeah, and did you hear about this? Kimberly's doing great and Savannah's doing great so far.
They both have nice ones too, don't they?
Yeah.
I know.
Brandon likes nice ones too.
Frankie likes any girl with nice ones.
Oh wow.
She's a nice one. And did you hear about this? And did you hear about this? Trevor used to work at the radio station in Arizona back in the day.
That's true.
Yes, it was hot. 101.
It was in Phoenix. It was at Phoenix, Arizona. It was called KFNX.
Oh, I like my answer better. Just kidding.
Yeah. Frankie, what kind of animal? Hey, Frankie, what kind of animal lives in Arizona? Tell me the animals.
They got cactus and things like this.
You're right.
Cactus is an
They
animal?
get bears in northern Arizona in the woods.
If a cactus is an animal, I will happily take on a pet cactus.
Right? I would have thought snake.
Awesome.
I don't know. Are you safe with snake or spiders? Oh.
Frankie, Savannah has one of those on her nice ones. What does she have on her nice one? What does she carry around?
She carries a lizard.
There it is on her nice ones.
Wow.
Lizard's an animal.
Wow.
Awesome.
Great. I don't think I
Janet,
ever.
plastic surgery trivia.
Brandon, what do you think of that?
A lizard?
A lizard on a girl's nice ones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with plastic surgery. Let's get back on topic. Janet, what's your question?
All right. So, how many years ago did plastic surgery begin? A, 4,000 years ago. B, okay, so A, more than 4,000 years ago. B, less than 4,000 years ago. C, less than 1,000 years ago. Or D, more than 6,000 years ago. Okay. How many years did plastic surgery begin? More than 4,000 years, less than 4,000 years, less than 1,000 years, or more than 6,000 years? The answer is surprising.
Oh, I'm gonna go D.
Okay, Albert says A, and Brandon's saying D. What do you think? More than 4,000, less than 4,000, less than 1,000, or more than 6,000 years ago? How long has plastic surgery been going on anyway? What do you think, Trevor? What do you think, Frank?
C.
C? All right.
Okay, so trepanation was around. Trepanation could be argued as a form of cosmetic surgery, even though that wasn't the intent, but it did do some modification to the shape of the skull. And that is more than 4,000 years. However, modern plastic surgery, as we know it, is less than 1,000 years old. Ultimately, that came along, well, much more recently. The first tattoos were on Otzi, which was a cave dude who's approximately 2,500 years old. That's the first one where we have documentation of actual tattoos all over the body. I believe he had about 60 markings. It was done by cutting the skin and then rubbing coal into it, like charcoal dust.
I'd like to introduce the people.
Hi, people. How you doing?
Hi. Nice. I love how Frankie does that. All right. So, what is your answer? What do you deduce it down to there, Imogen?
It depends on the definition of plastic surgery, because surgical methods have been very different. Like, there's been different eras of it.
General. So don't put too much thought into the type of plastic surgery. Just picture the very first beginning of it.
Well, I mean, plastic surgery, body modification, like Egyptians would kind of like bind their skull to shape their skull into that long, like elongated. In that, it was a sign of wealth and royalty.
That means Michael P. Mahone can do Facebook rankings on this podcast.
He's not doing his Facebook rankings here. No, 100% no. His Facebook rankings are psychotic. They truly are. No. I'm just going to put that out there. We can talk about it off the air.
Okay.
Different cultures have different methods of body modification, but you know what? In its earliest form, I'm going to say that over 4,000 would be when, I mean, people have been doing weird medical stuff and cosmetic procedures since the beginning. So,
okay.
I'm going to overthink it, and I'm going to say that the earliest incarnation would be over 4,000 in like cave dude era.
All right. All the answers are in, and the winner is, you nailed it, over 4,000. Good job.
Incarnation. Humans do weird stuff.
Hey, everybody. Who's Shelly Szulski?
Well, she's one of the coolest people in Alberta. Why, yeah,
Shelly. Yeah, she says as long as people have been around. I got it.
Right? Yeah, good answer. She's one of Brandon Happy followers.
Okay. All right, this is a good one. What is cosmic surgery for?
Cosmic surgery?
Cosmic?
Yeah.
It's when you go to the moon, Brandon.
Spiritual modification? This is multiple
Maybe.
choice or no?
Oh, my bad, Shelly.
Choice on here.
Is that like working on your soul?
Maybe. Working.
Yeah.
Is it short for cosmetic surgery? I mean, goodness. Am I taking the question wrong?
Oh no.
Shelly said,
okay.
Well, I was thinking the moon. I was in space.
Yeah, Brandon, remember? Uh-oh, I got a phone call. Hold on.
It's a telemarketer. Tell them no.
Hold on, Frankie. I'll stay on.
Here's where we mute Trevor. Here's where we mute Trevor because we don't need to hear a personal call.
Okay, I'll hang up. You want me to hang up?
I muted you. You're on mute. Okay. We cannot hear Trevor in his call. Go ahead. What do you think? So we've got Laura saying appearance, Shelly saying space. What's your answer there, Brendo?
Oh, the answer is for...
Wait, did you give your answer, Imogen?
I said it was for spiritual modification based on Brandon's wording.
Okay.
Unless he's referring to actual surgery in space, which was an absolute debacle.
Do you got an answer there, Frankie?
Alien autopsy! Alien autopsy! It's got to be alien autopsy.
Frankie's saying no. All right, what's the answer?
The answer is for improving the appearance.
Oh, Lauren got it.
Cosmetic surgery.
And Margie. Nice job.
Anyways, I'm hitting Julie's right now.
All right, Frankie, have fun. Tell him we said hi.
One for me.
Off he goes. He's
Okay,
like,
so
cosmic.
did you actually... Brandon, did you actually mean to say cosmetic surgery?
Yeah.
Well, you said
okay,
cosmic.
You said cosmic.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought it was cosmetic. Okay. Whoops.
No wonder I was like, weirdest question.
See, that's why I said spiritual improvement, man.
Wonder where
cosmic.
The moon and space.
You all said you're like, oh, I studied really hard for this. I'm sitting here. What?
Oh, dear Lord, Shelly, that's good.
That was so funny, Brandon. I was like, I've never even heard of plastic surgery.
cosmetic surgery.
I thought it was a
Yes.
form of cosmetics. Like, who even heard of that?
Right? So,
In the phone. Well, I guess the man
Oh
on the
my God.
moon wanted
See, Shelley's thinking space. I'm thinking space. So when I did my reading, when I did my homework, I go deep into stuff. I go down so many avenues. And one of the things that I naturally looked up was zero gravity surgery, the logistics of doing plastic surgery in space. We're looking at space travel. There's, all these scientists and astronauts that are on the International Space Station. If someone gets injured, how do they treat it? Well, as it turns out, the space station is only about 400 kilometers above the planet. Getting someone home is literally a few hours. So they can, it's faster to get to Earth from space, from the station, than it does to get from my house to Toronto. Like,
Wow.
Right? Well, what the first thing that they ran into in terms of when they were doing these experiments, they actually used anesthetized rabbits. And one of the things that we really take for granted here is gravity. Fluid containment in space, in an operating bay, in a hospital, blood, it pools in the body. In space, it just is everywhere, right? If there's a little arterial nick, it just everywhere, right? So visibility, someone trying to perform surgery, there's literally blood floating in the air, which is massive contamination. So when Brendan said cosmic surgery,
could you imagine makeup everywhere? You would walk through it and you would look like Mimi off of Drew Carey if it was cosmic.
One of my favorite villain characters on TV of all time was Mimi. Oh, she was so good.
But I didn't like the makeup for me.
It was beautifully horrible. It was so uniquely appalling. They nailed it. It was so ugly. Good.
They did. As soon as you hear the word Mimi, the picture is right there in your mind. You know it.
That sharp blue.
Right? I don't know, Brendan. I think we could pull a Mimi off on you.
She makes drag queens sad.
Too funny. Okay, so it's your question now, Imogen. We lost Trevor. Trevor popped out. I took him off stage while he was having his call, and he took that as his cue to hasta la vista, baby. So it's like, nice meeting you, Trevor. You were pretty fun. Hope you come back.
Okay. So, starting in 1995, nudicles are prosthetic dog balls that come in a variety of sizes. They're also designed for equine and bull. What is the largest size available? 1.75 inches, 2.25 inches, 2.75 inches, or 3.25 inches?
Which one was the biggest one?
The largest size listed that I gave, the largest option I listed was 3.25 inches.
That's the one I'm going with.
I'm going to go 2.75.
All right. We have one for 3.25 and one for 2.75.
Mm-hmm.
So again, these are prosthetics. When you get your dog neutered, you can indeed purchase prosthetic implants to make it look like your dog has not been fixed. Actually, one of the interesting byproducts of this is that one of the reasons that people often cite, particularly male dog owners, is that for why they don't want to get their dog fixed is they want him to look intact. They relate to this. They relate to the dog. They relate to him being intact. And the idea of, neutering him and having this part removed can be very uncomfortable, naturally.
Well, be like, check out my dog's package.
Every once in a while, you see a dog that's very gifted and you can't not notice. Like, sometimes it's just insane and weird.
Yeah.
But, so since nudicles have become a thing, people who would normally be quite hesitant about neutering their dog are actually getting them fixed because they have the option of keeping them looking intact.
Wow.
So it's actually helped improve the rate of dogs being neutered.
Wow.
Yeah. So
the
question again.
We've got Margie at 2.7. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the question again, starting in 1995, nudicles are prosthetic dog balls that come in a variety of sizes. They're also designed for equine and bull. What is the largest size available? 1.75, 2.25, 2.75, 3.25.
Her advantage defenseman is
All right.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a toss-up between 2.75 and 3.25. The correct answer is indeed C, 2.75 inches. So just under 3 inches is the largest size prosthetic testicles you can get for your animals.
Wow. Good job, Laura and Margie. Good job, girls. All right.
Yeah. You'll know your prosthetics.
Right?
Yep.
I think it's your question now. I don't remember if I did one or if I didn't do one, but go ahead, Brandon.
All right. So both these techniques, reconstructive surgery and cosmetic surgery, are used where? This one should be. Where are they used?
They're used in the hospital, Brandon.
On the human body? On Earth.
Right? I know. Because Brandon's been really out of this world with his question.
On Brandon? They're both used on Brandon.
I know. Shelly, pardon? I know. Brandon's got us all question our head like, what?
Can you elaborate on the question just a little bit, like fine tune it a little bit so we know kind of what you're talking about?
So
Do you mean a part of the body?
Reconstructive surgery and cosmetic surgery are used where?
Well, they're used on your mug. On your mug, Brandon.
Your mug?
Or you could use them on your bottom, or you could use them on your belly, or you could use them on your
This is really hard without giving the answer away.
right?
They're both used on your face.
Many countries. Could use it on your package, Brandon.
You can really use them anywhere.
Anywhere that you want.
You can use them anywhere, man. Beverly Hills is
Anywhere.
in Hollywood. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So the answer is throughout the world.
Oh,
Earth.
look, Laura.
I was right, Earth.
That's as close
Told
as
you
we
that easy.
got on that one. Laura's like acing this. She's a freaking natural. Love it. All right. So I guess it's my turn. Who was the first major American surgeon to perform plastic surgery? So out of all the plastic surgeries that ever started in the United States, who was the first to perform it? A, Dr. Albert Einstein. B, Dr. Peter John Mater. C, Dr. John Peter Mater. It's like repeat. D, Dr. Benjamin Franklin. Look, it's not me being dumb. It's the, look at this quiz. Did I repeat myself? No, it was the quiz. Look at it. I'm like, is this Dr. Peter John? Dr. Peter. Okay, so there's name. It's freak night with this friggin' plastic surgery. Oh my God. Imogen's actually having surgery. Right?
Does it look natural? No one will notice. If I do it just a little bit at a time, no one will notice.
Look, you look just like Sybil Shepherd. Goodness, look at the change. Oh my gosh.
No one
Look
will
at the
notice.
Lord of the Rings.
If I do it gradually, it'll look natural,
Right? So
right?
Brandy's saying B, Laura's saying B. Oh yeah, it's as natural as Scotch tape itself.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm pretty. Someone
Oh,
tell me I'm pretty. I look beautiful, don't I? I look youthful. I look like a teenager. I have the skin of an 11-year-old.
I got
Put some acid on me so we can refurnish it, and I'll look like an 11-year-old.
I got duct tape. Red Green swears by it. What do you think?
Gorilla Glue. Put some
Oh,
We're
yeah.
on the right track.
Oh,
That shit'll peel the skin right off you. You'll get plastic surgery. Plastic surgery. Too funny. Laura
It's
thinks
just a little nip here and a little tuck there.
right?
Very
Okay.
natural.
Who's ready?
I'm
Mark,
going to say
very
B.
beautiful, Imogen.
I'm going with B. All the way B.
All the way with B says Imogen.
Going B.
The
I don't know
answer
who
is
they are.
pretty and witty, right? All right. Okay. All right. So the answer is D, Dr. John Peter Mater. Mater? How do you say that last name? How would you say it?
Mator.
Yeah, right? Okay, so no, one's Dr. Peter
Mater.
John, one's Dr. John Peter.
Mature. Well, I mean, if you're the
My face. That was good.
if you're the kind of person who shops at Rodeo Drive, it's not Rodeo Drive, it's Rodeo, then that's Dr. Peter Matar. It's Dr. Peter Matar.
Right? It's like Value Village. I do appreciate a
Right?
there. Yeah. It's like, goodness, John Fitzpatrick and Patrick Fitzjohn. I don't know. How's that supposed to go?
Ew.
Not like that. But yeah. All right.
But it sounds like a hot date regardless. It just really sounds like a hot date if Peter fits John and John fits Peter.
Right? I think 3M is going to pick right up on this one. I got to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Back to you, Imogen.
Okay, so going down the rabbit hole of early cosmetic surgery. There we go. I'm getting it. I'm getting my look. I'm coming into my final form. Okay, so, God, I can't talk. My God, this must be what Botox is like. Jesus.
Right?
You know, one day I will try it. Just saying, I want to try it at least once because it's not permanent and it will wear off. I think that would be fun.
Look,
Okay.
after the vax, I'm not interested in sticking anything else weird or strange inside me. That was it.
If you saw my dating history, you know I have no objection to this. So, okay. Okay. Okay.
What do you got for us?
All right. In 1917, Dr. Harold Gillies developed new methods of. Sorry, I got to get rid of that at least. Oh, yeah. Whew. Whew. I'll keep the other things because I think this just looks natural. Okay. All right.
Oh,
In 1917, Dr. Harold Gillies developed new methods of reconstructive surgery, formally becoming the grandfather of modern plastic surgery. In what areas did he specialize? Was it A, facial reconstruction, B, breast augmentation? See, sorry, I got it. I can't do that. Hold on.
Owie.
I feel like if I actually did have plastic surgery, it would be not long before I'm like, this feels weird, and I don't know. I don't know how okay with that I'd actually be.
Not at all.
Okay, the tape was fun, but no. Okay, sorry. In what areas did this guy's areas did he specialize? Was it facial reconstruction, breast augmentation, post-birth pelvic reconstruction, or all of the above?
Oh, all of the above is always my answer. When there's an answer that says all of the above, bam, that's the one. Even when it's wrong, it has to be. You know, whatever.
Oh, that felt weird.
You know what? I did notice it did put a lot of pink in your face. So if you ever want some quick blush, tape it up, pull it off. Perfect. Insta rouge.
Okay, to be fair, I'm actually mildly allergic to most tape adhesive. So anytime that I have to go to the hospital, if I have to have stitches and they want to bandage it, they have to use. They do have a secondary type of adhesive that they use for allergies. It's not super common, but I do have that as an allergy. So I'm going to be pink.
Oh my God.
That's probably
Yeah.
why I felt weird.
Stop sticking allergens on yourself. For the love of God, we'll be calling 911. And if it's slow like it is down here, you're done for. And
Right? I mean, I think that bee stings would be a better treatment than that.
right?
Like,
Fight swelling with swelling. I don't know about that, but hey.
yeah.
Albert says B. Laura said that it was post-birth pelvic reconstruction. Shelly likes me. All of them. Woo! And
Awesome.
Brendan, what did you say? Brendan,
Brandon's on the air.
So if those of you who are tuning in for the first time, Brandon is up in Brooks, Alberta, and he does a radio show while we are on here. So he's double dutying. He is 105.3 country or 103.5 country. Imogen, I'm putting you on the spot.
105.
Oh. Brandon trying to do a quick station tag.
Okay. Yeah, 105.7.
105.7.
Ginger Gem slides in right as the door's closing with that one.
Hook shot. Got her. All right.
Yep.
There's a bit of delay in that.
Okay.
All right.
Whose turn?
Brendan. Brendan, did you hear the question?
All right, I'll hear the question. What's the question?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
In 1917, Dr. Harold Gillies developed new methods of reconstructive surgery, formally becoming the grandfather of modern plastic surgery. In what area or areas did he specialize? Facial reconstruction, breast augmentation, post-birth pelvic reconstruction, or all of the above?
All right, everybody.
I'm gonna go all of the above.
Right? We always do that.
Excellent. All right, the correct answer is actually A, facial reconstruction. He was working on, right after World War I, there were a lot of disfigurements, facial disfigurements of soldiers who had sustained severe injuries. And he did some of the first methods that gave birth to modern plastic surgery by rebuilding the face by making facial prosthetics for them. If you look online for World War I facial reconstruction, you'll see some pretty wild photos of what these soldiers had gone through and prosthetics that had been built for them. The prosthetics themselves were pretty scary looking compared to what we know now or what we see now. But then the photos of these young men without the prosthetics on, they got their lives back. So the plastic surgery as an aesthetic thing actually came from soldiers, from disfigured soldiers.
That makes so much sense. And well, I'm glad that they did use it back then, because my God, what a mess the war made of a lot of people, for God's sake. So good answer.
Chemical warfare was a new thing. Yeah.
Probably like.
Cool. Nice link. All right, Brandon, go ahead.
Oh, well, I can't play because I have to interview going. So.
All right. So next question is, which of the following is not a type of plastic surgery? Okay. Question is in the comments. Again, which of the following is not a type of plastic surgery? A, Botox. B, facelift. C, laser hair removal. D, knee replacement. Again, I'm going to put the answers, select one out of the comments, and tell me which one you think it is. Is it Botox, facelift, laser hair removal, or the knee replacement? I mean, Imogen pretty much did the the facelift here for us, right lickety split with some Scotch tape, so I'm almost wanting to say that. Yeah.
You know what? I'm with Laura. Yeah, I'm going to go with Laura and say knee replacement, because it's not designed to augment an image or like it's not intended to be an aesthetic. It's a straight up medical procedure. So I'm with Laura on that one.
All righty. And Brandon, you chose which?
C.
That is a good question.
All right. Laura is knee replacement. Albert is C, which is laser hair removal. Shelly is knee replacement. And the answer is, of course, it's knee replacement. Good job, guys. Excellent work. Yes. All right. Back to you, Imogen.
Okay. Which of the following procedures has been a key player in stem cell research? Botox, liposuction, laser skin rejuvenation, or tissue transfer fillers?
I'm going to go B.
Every day, 9 to 6.
You're going B, liposuction? A, Botox. The other options are laser skin rejuvenation and tissue transfer fillers.
A great
What does everyone find?
They offer competitive wages.
I don't want tissues, something fillers.
Yeah, well, like an example of the tissue transfer fillers would be like the early breast implant, where they took a piece of one and filled the other, or by taking tissue from one part of the body to build up and rebuild another.
Some of the real reviews from their
Okay. Maybe they can take replacement tissue, something off my butt, and put it on somebody else. I can go for that kind of surgery.
Awesome.
Albert, so Shelly says that Botox is wide used. I don't know. And then Margie says B, and Albert says the skin rejuvenation
Botox
laser
is very common, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'm going for whatever answer it was to take a piece of this and put it on a piece of that. Yeah.
Laser. Well, the correct answer is actually liposuction. So with liposuction, the early liposuction really went through a big change in how it was done. Early on, it was considered really, there was a lot of skepticism in the idea of just simply sucking out the fat. But the method that actually really was a total game changer was the way that it's done. I'm going from memory. I posted a link in the comments there, but I'm going from memory on this because I haven't actually read that link in a little while. It's just one that I know has info. But the cells are given a treatment where the cells go from the normal size to they expand. They blow up real big, and then they can be sucked out. They're basically liquefied and pulled out. What was discovered was that the fat cells are a ready source of stem cells, adult stem cells, which can be easily harvested in a fairly non-invasive way compared to other surgeries. Stem cell research was extremely controversial by way of using fetal stem cells, which have their own application, but by having a ready supply of non-controversial cells that adults could willingly donate, fat cells were a huge, so liposuction actually provided, by using that material in scientific research, we were actually able to make a lot of just leaps and bounds in terms of study on how to treat a lot of illnesses. So around the time that liposuction became quite popular, information on stem cells, just all these little pieces of the puzzle led to further research on a lot of degenerative illnesses and how to treat them. So liposuction, total game changer in terms of medical research.
For real, who would have thought?
I know, right?
That is not what I came to mind when I'm thinking liposuction. I'm thinking bye-bye fat. That's what I'm thinking. But hey,
right? And the fat, instead of just being thrown away or whatever, like incinerated, a lot of that material can actually be used, donated to medical science, and so it can actually be used. So that's just super cool.
Right?
I thought that was really neat.
Well, I don't know about you. I'd pour it on the bonfire and I'd watch that fat go. Bye.
Make soap out of it, man.
Right?
Make some lye, make some soap. Yeah.
All right. So next question is, there was approximately 11.7 million cosmetic procedures performed in the United States in 2007. Is this true or false? 11.7 million cosmetic procedures in the United States in 2007. That is a lot of cosmetic procedures, but there was a lot of people in the United States, and it was 2007. So how popular was it? I mean, it's over 4,000 years old, so pretty popular. What do you think? And Margie says true. Laura says true. What do you think in there, Imogen?
I'm going to say false. I think that number is low. I think it's at least double that.
Okay.
Because a lot of procedures are very fast. They're very, like to do a little nip tuck, a little this, a little that. Like to have breast implants can literally be, it's a day procedure. It's a 1 day process. Depending on how big you're going, or if you're doing a full lift, then that's a different thing. But to just do an implant it's an afternoon. It's a few hours out of your day.
My box.
Botox is an hour-long procedure if you're just doing like a few pokes. I'm gonna say it's false. Because I think that number is low. I think it's way more.
Beard.
All right, I think Brandon's right.
In California alone.
Airwaves there, but the answer before he comes on is true. It's true. I know, right?
That's it.
Hold my
See, I'm thinking like 11 million of like just nose jobs.
Right? I know. I also thought it would be higher, to be honest with you. But yeah, the correct answer is true.
Wow.
I
Not
know.
as many shallow people as I thought.
I know I don't stump you too often, but tonight's question did. All right, what do you got for us? Because I think Brandon's ready to spiel up a spell on the radio.
He's gonna be casting his voodoo and raising hockey players from the dead. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the realm of extreme body modification, female division, who holds the record for the most mods? Is it Maria Jose Cristerna out of Mexico? She's also known as the Vampire Woman. Out of Iran, we have Sahar Tabar.
Time to take us back at the first period with Brown.
Oh, go ahead. I muted him.
Out of Iran, we have Sahar Tabar, who is also known as the Corpse Bride. From Ukraine, we have Valeria Lakianova, who makes herself look like Barbie. She is the living Barbie doll. And out of the USA, we have Tiamat Legion Medusa, who goes by the Dragon Lady and is aspiring to be a genderless reptile.
Okay, so the most mods, I think a genderless reptile sounds extremely, sounds like a lot of work. Yes, it sounds very extreme. Sounds like a lot of surgeries. Albert thinks that it's vampire woman. I'm going with, so Laura's saying reptile woman. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Awesome.
I think Brandon's still radio gig.
The shots on goal so far, 10 for the.
Yep, he's doing a sports announcement. If you're into the Brooks, Alberta Junior Hockey League, then it's the radio station you want to be listening to, 105.7 Country.
I'm just going to throw this out there. Multiple shots on goal has a whole other meaning in the adult entertainment industry. So just tuning in to hear Brandon say that, when he blushes at the mention of dildo Newfoundland, to hear those words out of Brandon's mouth is just, that is magic. That is pure magic.
Right? Well, down here in Cape Bretoner, multiple shots in the goalie. Or from just kidding. Oh, we've got a new person tonight. Team Dominator Canada. I don't know who that is. Oh, welcome to the show. Must be one of the viewers from up in Brandon's side.
A new viewer.
New viewer. Hello, Team Dominator Canada.
Excellent.
We love Dominators.
Storm Chaser.
Storm Chaser. That explains a little tornado.
Yeah. Well, hello, Storm Chaser.
I will read the question once more for Team Dominator Canada, and hopefully you have an answer for us. All right. In the realm of extreme body modification, female division, who holds the record for the most mods? Out of Mexico, we have Maria Jose Cristerna, also known as the Vampire Woman. Out of Iran, we have Sahar Tabar, also known as the Corpse Bride. From Ukraine, we have Valeria Lakinova, who goes by Barbie Girl. And from the USA, we have Tiamat Legion Medusa, also known as the Dragon Lady, who's aspiring to be a genderless reptile. What do you have to say? Hey, Matt. Matt's my neighbor.
Yes, he was on last time, too. Hey, Matt. Hey, neighbor.
Yeah.
Would you like to be our neighbor? Yeah. So, I'm not sure what Natalie A. Dorton hate. Well, not sure what you're meaning by there, but love is the opposite of hate. Loves ya.
All right, Team Dominator is saying Dragon Lady is guessing with Dragon Lady. Excellent. All right.
Oh.
Matt, take a swing at this. Who in the female division holds the record for most body modification? The Vampire Woman, the Corpse Bride, Barbie Girl, or Dragon Lady who hopes to be a genderless reptile?
Yeah, back to the genderless reptile. That's who me and Laura were thinking. You get that right?
That is pretty wild. But based on the information that I have, the name that came up was actually Maria Jose Cristerna, the Vampire Woman. The Dragon Lady is actually a biological male who has not had any kind of, to my knowledge, has not had hormone suppressants or gender reassignment, has not gone that route, but has modified his body to become more feminine by, not more feminine specifically, but goes by the name Dragon Lady. He's had his ears removed. He's had his nose mostly removed, forked tongue, tattooed, green scales everywhere. Still rocks a beard, which I gotta say, if you ever saw my mother, you know it's not just a manly thing. So, I just like taking pot shots at my mom. I don't actually, anyhow. So the answer that I have for this one is Maria. Yeah, she's a pretty fascinating character. She, like a lot of people, her modification actually started with in response to domestic violence was where it started. That's her. She was I believe she was a lawyer. She was worked in office, professional. A lot of people who experience violence, domestic violence in particular, where it's like with a partner, it's in a very intimate relationship. They have an identity crisis and they try to destroy the thing that was the target of the violence. And so they internalize the anger and they change their body. The more current one is that a lot of people go through gender transition. They blame themselves for being a target. That's not the case. These are people who need a lot of mental health support. They need assistance. Maria was one of these people who, in response to the violence, started modifying her body. Extreme modifications. There is a common thread with a lot of people who did extreme modifications. Some people just like it. It is right for some people, just like transitioning is right for a lot of people. It's not for everyone. It is a thing that can be done in response to a traumatic event. Maria, no surprise, went very extreme and became a Guinness World holder. She went from being a lawyer to running a tattoo shop and specializing in modifications, where she does this for other people who want to change how they look in extreme ways. She's got like cool little horns.
Well, she gets my vote. She's extreme, and it's extremely, like, I know it's not polite to stare at people, but my God, I'd be glued right to her. I'd be just so.
How do you not look like?
Yeah, like that's a lot of.
It's hard to look away. Yeah.
Okay, see you in a bit there, Team Dominator. All right, Brandon, we're going to let you finish the night tonight. So you had a bit there. Tell us a little bit more about what you do. Give us a spiel about 105.7 country. Come on, Brandon. Oh, wait, you're muted.
Brandon.
Try again. Mute.
Oh, okay. Anyways. So, yes, this is the radio station, Real Country 105.7, running the Brooks Bandits broadcast tonight. And I'm doing the show. So we're doing two shows at once, jumping back and forth between the two. And I do the weather all day on here. And I do other stuff too. It's just radio stuff. It's a lot of fun.
So what's Team Dominator doing on here? Are you a storm chaser, Brandon, or you follow a lot of that with your weather specialty stuff?
Team Dominator. So yeah, Team Dominator. They're part of the Dominator team. That's part of the USA. What's Reed Timmer and a big group of storm chasers that chase tornadoes. And they go, and some of them go right inside tornadoes.
So when we see these fearless people on TVs chasing the storms, Dan Madden is one of the guys. Well, Dan, thank you for what you do. You're a superhero in our eyes, and we sure love watching your videos. Yay!
Right?
Good stuff. All right, Brandon, last question. You're closing up the show tonight. What do you got for us?
All right, this one, hopefully I'm going to make it easier because all my other questions were terrible tonight. So here we go. Carpe was able to perform the first major surgery in the Western world in what year? I'm going to put a multiple choice on this one because I can. Is it A, 1915, B, 1815, C, 1850, or D, 1992?
Oh, I don't know. Something's making me want 1992. Go. Maybe this is the year I had my first baby. Yeah. 1992 for the win. Every time I say that, it's never for the win. It's for the loss. But hey.
Going with C. Wait, what were the options again?
Okay. 1915, 1815. What was the other one? 1992 was the last one. And then I think I went with 1850. Yes. 1850.
He makes it up as he goes. He kills me. Here my brother was born. Nice. Cool.
Ooh.
Ooh, Margie says 1815. Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna go D because I got a weak spot for a D cup. So we're gonna go D.
He's doubling down with her bad boys themselves. The bad boys on Imogen. Okay.
We all love a good D. Give me the D, Brandon. Give it to me, big boy. Give me the D, you ginger gem.
Brandon,
bad news for you now.
Uh-oh.
The answer is 1815.
What did a bra look like back in 1815, do you think, Brandon?
Not so much elastic.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Look, every time you say bra, boob, booty, Brandon turns as red as his hair. Look at him.
I know, right? You know what? My last question
It's hot here. Come on.
My last question was specific, was very boob focused. Just throwing that out there.
Love
I'll
it.
have to rewatch it, hey?
Too funny. All right. So what was the answer again?
It is B, 1815.
1815.
15.
Tonight has been a night of surprises and lots of, Frankie, our usual, our favorite superstar here in Cape Breton. Then we had Trevor pop in, who is from the United States, does a podcast and actually was hilarious. Loved the addition that he brought to the show tonight. Nice having the storm chaser in, Dan himself. As, of course, all the usuals, Margie, Shelley. Nice to have you in tonight, Laura. Thanks for playing along, guys. We hope to see you again next week with another new topic for another new theme of Friday Night Trivia. Have a great week, guys. Imogen and Brandon out.